The government expects the real gross domestic product (GDP) to be in 6.7.5% to 7.5% during fiscal year 2018. The economic survey, which was tabled in Parliament by the Finance Minister Arun Jaitley on the first day of the budget session, also said India would remain the fastest growing major economy in the world. The survey pegs GDP growth rate at constant market prices for the current year 2016 to 17 and is placed at 7.1%. The budget session of Parliament begins with President Pranab Mukherjee's address to members of both the houses. In his address, the President says the government is committed to growth, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. He praises the resilience demonstrated by countrymen, particularly the poor, in the fight against black money and corruption. The President said that at the core of all government policies is the welfare of the poor and the downtrodden sections of society. In his address, he said the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana will make clean energy accessible to the poor. He said that 37% of the Ujjwala beneficiaries belong to the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. President Pranab Mukherjee hailed the surgical strike as a courageous step taken to prevent infiltration by terrorists. He said the nation was proud of its forces and the exemplary courage and valor displayed by them. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that his government is committed to ensure meaningful debate on all issues during the budget session. He also pointed out the beginning of a new era with the budget being presented on the 1st of February and the joint presentation of the rail budget and the general budget. The Income Tax Department has recently attached properties under Prohibition of Benami Property Transactions Act 1988 and issued 87 notices, out of which 42 properties have already been attached in the last few days. This is the first crackdown by the IT department on Benami transactions after the Prime Minister announced that he would take action against the same. A special Central Bureau of Investigation court on Tuesday issued a non-bailable warrant against businessman Vijay Mallya after the investigative agency moved an extradition plea. The CBI is expected to approach the Ministry of External Affairs as part of its latest bid to have the businessman tried in an Indian court of law. The Supreme Court has allowed the centre to withdraw the 7th January 2016 notification allowing Jallikattu in Tamil Nadu. The Apex Court refused to stay the recent amendment in the act made by Tamil Nadu to allow Jallikattu. In a new twist to the feud in the Yadav clan, senior Samajwadi Party leader Shivpal Singh Yadav today announced that he will float a new party after the 11th of March, drawing a sharp retort from Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav. He also said that he will campaign for rebel SP candidates who will be contesting the polls. Army and other security agencies today paid rich tributes to 19 martyrs who lost their lives in the snow avalanches in Kupwara and Bandipora districts following heavy snowfall last week. The mortal remains of the soldiers were airlifted from the snowbound areas on Monday due to extremely bad weather due to snow. Following the EC's instructions, an FIR was filed against AAP national convener Arvind Kejriwal for allegedly violating the Model Code of Conduct. Delhi Chief Minister was booked under sections of the Representation of People's Act and the Indian Penal Code relating to corrupt practice and bribery. The National Disaster Response Force celebrated its 12th Raising Day today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi greeted the force and lauded it for its efforts in disaster response, rescue and relief. The CBSE will conduct National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test 2017 on the 7th of May. The board has invited online application from medical aspirants for admission to MBBS BDS courses in India in medical and dental colleges. The decision was taken during a University Grants Commission meeting in Delhi. Shares of Indian IT companies fell about 9% today amid fears that a new bill to rework the H-1B visa program will adversely impact Indian IT companies. The Ministry of External Affairs has conveyed India's interests and concerns both to the US administration and the US Congress at senior levels. The Indian team for the upcoming one-off test against Bangladesh was announced on Tuesday. The Virat Kohli-led side have gone in with 7 batsmen, 7 bowlers, 1 all-rounder and wicket-keeper batsman. The biggest surprise was that of Tamil Nadu opener Abhinav Mukund making a comeback to the Indian team after last playing for the country back in the year 2011.